Hi friends, welcome back to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh Gorantla and today we are going to discussing about how to handle for text box and input box in our Selenium Java. Okay. In our previous two sessions, we discussed about like how to what is the introduction about the Selenium and history and all we see in the first video. And the second video we have seen for installation and creating the first test case. And now we are going to do for text box or input box handling. Okay, text box is nothing but this particular boxes. Okay, we have to handle. Sorry, how to handle this thing. If you inspect this element, you can see this is my web element. Even you can see whenever H over here, it will be highlighted with the blue color. Okay, if I copy here, go here and paste it. See, these are the multiple web element. This element, how to use this and create the locators that we'll discuss in the locator session. Okay, as of now I'm going to creating for this particular using placeholder. Okay, one simple XPath I'm going to create that we can able to use it. Okay, click on a filter location and click on Control F and it will give you the search one. You can use the to forward star symbol at the rate placeholder. I'll specify this. It is highlighted. Okay, this one we need to, before that we need to go ahead here, create our class. Okay, tc02 text box and main file. Okay, as you already know that basic step is web driver we need to create and driver and a new Chrome driver. Okay, we need to launch for driver.get for this required for URL. For that, we are already choose this particular web application. I'm going to choose this one. Okay. Now we need to store that. Okay. Now you can take this path. First, we need to use the driver. Then we can see find. Find is basically it will return for two methods. One is find the element and find the elements. Yes, in the last. Okay. Find element is nothing but it will return a web element which is matched with currently browser focused page. Okay, browser which is the currently focused page, that particular page which is available a matched web element, it will return. Okay, if there is no matching element is found, you can able to get the throw is a no such element exception. Okay, this is the first. And second one is find elements. Find elements is nothing but it will return a list of web element. Previous one a web element. This one list of web element. Means it is a group. It will contain a group more than one. It should be presented or more than zero. You can say web element is must be presented one value. If no means it will give for error, but find elements it will return for empty result because we are declaring the value. If it is not found, it will return for a return value, empty value. Okay. Our case is find element because we need to returning for one and by that XPath. I'm specifying that XPath and then I'm going to fill the text. I'm going to use for send keys and here I will use for testing. Okay, and then I'll use for that dot sleep with 3000 milliseconds or 2000 milliseconds. Now I'm running Java application. See, it is this fill the text, right? We'll close that browser as well. With I'll use that to close the browser. Okay. Now it is fill the text. Okay. But sometimes the text box is having a value. That time definitely will get error. Instead of that, before filling the text, I'll do for clear. Clear is the function. If this is basically the element is the form of entry element, this will reset its value. Means that web element, which is the web element is presented, that web element value will be reset. The first time you cannot see, but we can see into after filling the text, right? I'll use for 1000 and then we'll mention for here. We can see the clear. First time it will be there, but if you understanding purpose, I'm creating the next also. This is basically first time we can keep it. Okay. It filled and is cleared means that is value will be reset for that particular web element. You can see my paths are repeated steps is there. Okay. I don't want to repeat. Then what how to store it? If you see this will return a web element. This is the web element. Okay. The web element is a representation of HTML element. Generally, it will interact with the operation to do with the interacting with the page will be performed throughout the interface, which is the interface it is displayed. That entire interface it will be operated. It will be interacted. All the method calls to that freshness check ensure the element refresh is still valid. Okay. It will work under that. Means we can able to store by using the web element. Okay. Web element and I can paste it my value. Okay. Now copy this web element and I can mark to here and here and here as well. Okay. Now if you run, if it is matched, we can able to get the no such element exception. Okay. See, it is done. It is working perfect without any issue. Now we need to check which we have provided the value. That value, whether it is perfectly set into the text box or not. We need to check, right? How we can able to check? We have method called get attribute. Okay, get attribute. This attribute basically required for attribute value, which is the attribute is nothing but this is the placeholder and NMG module and type is the right similar format of value attribute also presented for that particular web elements. Okay, that is called attribute. You have to specify that attribute, value attribute. Okay, it will return value, but we are not printing, then it will not be useful, right? For that, we have to print. Okay, we are printing, which is a text box is having value, right? Sorry, the text box value we are printing into the console. Now you can see text box testing it is provided, right? Which we have provided that value is matched. You can able to use for assertion and there we can able to made it. Okay, like that we can able to do. Okay, and another case, this is commonly using for filling the text and clearing the text and getting the value. Apart from this, we have another case, which is the text box is visible or displayed or editable or disable. These are the cases we must be checked. Reason, if sometimes the text box is depend on a top one, which is choosed one, that is a one case. And second case, without complete loading, the text box is not going to load. second case, and third case is basically Ajax calls maybe will there, like complete page is loaded, the specific element is not loaded. That time we need to specify some time and then we need to do. That time also this requirement is perfect. Otherwise, if you are not do this all the things, it will be not be useful. Okay, how to do? You have to specify element dot is displayed. Is displayed is basically the element which is displayed or not. If this method avoid the problem of having a person element style attribute. It is depends upon the style attribute. Enabled also it is basically occur web element currently enabled or not. This will generally return for everything but disable input elements. Selected Selected determine whether the element is selected or not means checkbox. If you use the checkbox time, right, that checkbox whether it is checked or not, selected or not, the operation only applied when the inputs such as checkboxes options in the selected with the radio button. Checkbox, radio button, this type of action time you can able to use this selected option. Now we can able to use displayed as well as is enabled. Okay. If you use for disable as well, enable and disable. Oh, is that current element is enable or not? This will be written true for everything but disable input elements. Okay, yeah, when it is disabled, automatically it will give for false. Oh, now we can get for if it is visible, then we can get for true. If it is not visible, we can get for false. See, right? We can get it. Now, if I specify here one, my XPath got wrong. Okay. Now, what type of error we're going to get? Yep. A lengthy error. The browser also not. You can see no such element. Unable to locate the element with XPath with the selector this element. Okay. Means it is not able to find no such element exception. Basically, we saw that right in while you H over in that particular element also, it will return for no such element exception. Okay, it will throw no such element exception. They will ask you for interview perspective this particular time. Okay, what type of errors did you see into your automation time? A simplest question, right? You can say first one is no such element exception. When you will get it, you have to explain that also. They will impress when you explain. No such element exception is basically when you are using find element, something you are going to find it, whether it text box or radio button or checkbox, whatever it is, you are going to find something button also. Okay, that particular element is not visible presented in the current focused browser page. Okay, that time we can able to get for no such exception element. Okay, this is commonly will come when you use a find elements, you will not get it because it will return for zero values. Okay, we need to say see this is whether it will be presented or not manually we need to verify. Okay, this is the information you have to pass into interview prospect. This is a one mostly when you are attending in the interview time they will ask you the question. Okay, And in case if they are asked, they are not asked also, if you get some error, okay, it will stop the execution, you can say. If you are using for test ng, automatically all the browsers which is opened by the driver, it will close it, because after suit we are going to use to close all the drivers. If you are not using that, the browser will be stay, means it will not close. Okay, like this you have to explain. Okay, I hope it this entire information for you. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.